In case you've been living under a rock, the Montreal Major is just around the corner, starting on the 7th of November. And if you're new to Rainbow Six Esports or one of your favourite teams hasn't qualified, we're going to take a deeper look into Challenger League for Life and why you might want to support this true underdog in the upcoming Montreal Major. So the first question you might ask is, who is on this team? Well, this team is made up of Atom, Bino, Gitty, captained by Packer, and Tristan. Those are your 5 American players representing the North America's hopes over at the Montreal Major. So first of all, you may be asking, why are these guys known as the underdogs? Well, in a little snippet here from a Siege GG article, we can see that this is the first time that a team that is non-professional will be participating in a Rainbow Six Siege Major. The last time it happened was in August 2019. So almost 5 years in the over 5 years in the making, we finally have a true underdog run, and they're attending the Major, baby. So first things first, how does one that isn't professional even qualify for the opportunity to do this? Well, this team, formerly under Makers, now Challenger League for Life, had to make it through the open qualifiers. And there were 3 sets of open qualifiers with 2 teams progressing from each one through to the LCQ stage. And we'll have a quick look. As you can see here, we had Makers, who are now Challenger League for Life, winning 7-2 up against Team Atlantis, 2-0 up against Simple, 2-0 up against End of the Line, and 2-0 up against Space Station Academy. And this solidified them a spot into the qualifier playoffs, so there was still work to be done for the lads. In this qualifier playoff, the boys went up against Mormon Battalion, beating them 2-0. Then once again going on to beat SSG Academy 2-0, and then going up against one of their first T1 teams in the many T1 teams they went up against, and it was Los, and they took the loss 2-1 in the upper bracket final. They then met Los again in the grand final for that top spot going into the LCQ and beat T1 opposition once again, winning 2-1, securing them as the highest rated team going through into the last chance qualifier. Now this is where the true fun began, in the NAL LCQ. And as you can see here, M80 went on to beat SSG Academy, Oxygen beating Luminosity, which meant going into Playday 2, we had Wildcard up against Los, and then Challenger League for Life up against the Manchester Major champions in Cloud9 Beast Coast. So even though they came through top seed, they were going up against a team that had just made a miracle run, beating BDS in the grand final in their home region in Manchester, in Europe. And this was the first challenge for Challenger League for Life. And this is how it went.
Now they know the time is limited. Gavini, he's the one to strike first, but there's Adam with a response. Oh, and he wins the second fight against Gunner. Now that's the big one. The trade was denied. Now C9BC, they're the ones on the back foot. They still have one defender up top. Gavini, probably the most important player now, and he comes out on top against Tristan. Such a big fight to win at a dire moment like this, but look at Adam. That's 3 kills for him. The Ash just lurking on in has been so devastating for C9BC, and now they have control of the site. With 7 seconds left, this diffuser will go down. The 2 remaining defenders up top, now they begin their drop. Gavini, he's toast on the window. Quad kill for Adam. Spirits, it's got to be him to pull this one off. 22 HP, otherwise we are going to map 3. 15 kills for Adam. His 16th, and the ace is just around the corner. He'll look for it and securing it. The final round is an ace from Adam.
So as you saw there, in map 2 in this best of 3 series, Challenger League for Life win in max OT 8-7 up against Cloud9 Beast Coast, meaning we needed a map 3 to decide who progressed through to the semi-final of the LCQs. And the hopes and dreams of the underdogs were starting to feel a little bit more real.
They cannot play.
Yeah, I'm running. You guys got it.
Suck catch. Can't play.
Oh my god!
No,
Let's
bro.
fucking go!
No, he killed me.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
Oh my god! Let's go, baby! Holy shit!
Let's fucking
Holy
go!
shit!
Let's fucking go, guys. Let's fucking go.
Oh my god!
The passion coming out from those players beating the Manchester Major champions is just everything we live for in CG sports and esports and sports in general. But this meant that it was a job only a third done, because they still needed to overcome wildcard in that semi-final. Even though they had just beaten the best team globally in the world 2-1, as you can see by the graphic here, there was still work to do. So the wildcard were the next T1 opposition for the side of Challenger League for Life. They'd already beaten Los in the open qualifiers. They beat the Manchester Major champions, and this is how it went up against wildcard as they booked their spot into the grand final of the North American LCQ.
I think he's
I
above.
think we just push this bandit. Push this bandit.
Push. 10 seconds, push.
Push it.
Bandit
Ah.
dead.
Push it, push it.
No!
No! Fucking go!
Feet!
Finals, baby. Let's fucking go, baby.
Fucking go,
Let's
Adam!
fucking go.
Come on, baby. I just flipped off the camera. Oh my fucking god, let's go!
One more game, one more
Oh
series,
my
guys. One more
fucking
series.
god.
Holy
Oh my god.
shit.
Oh my
I'll be back.
god.
Hey guys,
Oh my
everybody
god.
take a
Live
breather.
for this.
Everyone take a breather.
I left him
I'm
here,
good,
bro.
bro.
Let him
I'm good,
get
bro.
it.
Take a breather, boys. Take a breather. Take a breather. Everybody, I'll be right back.
I mean, what says passion like? I just flipped off the camera, but I also love how the boys get their mental straight back into gear. They're getting food, we're going back, we've got one more series. And one more series is what awaited them in a grand final up against Oxygen. This tier 1 slaying beast, as you can see by this meme here, had already taken down Loss in the open quals. They'd taken down Cloud9 Beast Coast in the quarterfinals. They took down Wildcard in the semi-finals, and one more T1 side stood between them and achieving something that hadn't happened in 5 years of Rainbow Six esports. The dream was starting to feel like a reality.
Headshot on Bino. Tristan on the response with the DMR ringing out of the bathroom hallway. Give him 3 on the round with the Mark 14. Giddy as well from within the bomb site shuts down the advances of Yaga, and it is just Gomez trying his absolute hardest to push into server, but there is nowhere to go. Call it 5 in a row for CL for Life, and they will head to the attack up 5-1.
So that was map 1. They won 5 rounds straight, going into a 5-1 lead at the split over on Oxygen's map pick of Lair, and went on to win that first map 7-3, which put Challenger League for Life 1 map away from qualifying through to the Montreal Major. And this is how map 2 finished when they secured that spot in Montreal.
I'm holding hatch.
I'm holding it.
I keep this.
Oh my god! That's
No.
Oh my god.
let's fucking go!
Nah, go, gosh.
Adam, light that shit up.
Oh my
Light that shit up, Adam. Light that shit up.
Oh my god, let's go!
All of Oxygen full! There was a Cinderella story that took over Manchester! There is a Cinderella story going to Montreal! CL4L, maybe not for long!
Oxygen goes down, and Packer, Adam, Giddy, Tristan, and Bino are Montreal bound. What a moment for this team who has been through the trenches and comes out on top in this LCQ. An emotional moment, an incredible moment for this team who just can't believe that they are headed to the international.
And that is where the Cinderella story ended for Challenger League for Life in the NA LCQs. Or is it perhaps just where it's beginning? As you can see here, we have phase 1 of the Montreal Major. Challenger League for Life will be going up against the Brazilian LCQ shot qualifiers, not Furia, but Black Dragons. who I think Challenger League for Life will be more than a match for. And who knows, we could see this Cinderella story continue to phase 2, and dare I say it, maybe even the stage. And I mean, they beat Beast Coast in the LCQs, who made a shock run. Who says they can't go any further and repeat what Cloud9 Beast Coast did as well? Well, if you're still wondering why you might want to support Challenger League for Life at the Montreal Major, I'll just run over it quickly one more time. Not only are they making history for the first time in over 5 years, being the first non-professional team in that time period to qualify for a major event. If you're not a fan of the passion they show when they win their victories and the pure joy coming out from these players, or if it's the fact that some of these players have only ever played in T2 and grinded away their whole careers, and this is their first time on the grand stage, and there's a couple of those players who are deemed surplus to requirement at other T1 sides. Well, get around them, get amongst them, because the boys are going to be there, and who knows, this Cinderella story could even have a bigger finish, and we'll find out on the 7th of November.